Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today I'm going to do your instructions via video, and you guys are going to go through your assignment today. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to go through this PowerPoint. You have a sheet to refer back to for context clues. Then you're going to watch Mr. Coombs' video on context clues. He does a cool little breakdown using flashing lights. And then you're going to complete the vocabulary based on context clues. Once you're done with that, you're going to do the context clue worksheet for common lit that I'm going to hand out for our 10 vocabulary words. And you guys are going to turn that in at the end of the block period. So context clues, we use those to figure out words that we are not aware of, we are not familiar with. And if we don't have a dictionary, we try to use the words that are around that word that we don't know. So English is a very difficult language, period. So there's different words that are going to be pronounced differently. So we have homonyms, we have homophones, but you have to figure out the word can be spelled the same, but you have to figure out based on the words around it, how it's being used. So even these, and they're kind of funny, so that's why I like to use them. The bandage was wound around the wound. The farm was used to produce produce. The dump was so full they had to refuse more refuse. So depending on how it's used in a sentence, you're going to have to figure out what the definition of the word is and how they're using it. So context clues, context is already, it can be based on the connotation, the intonation of how it's used. So if someone goes, yo, you good? That means, are you okay? Yo, you're good. You are okay. Yo, you good? How you been? You know what I mean? So there's different ways that you can use. So you can use intonation, context, things, how someone is saying it to you, how it's being used in a sentence. So there's different things that you can use to figure out what a word might mean. This is the worksheet that I gave out to you guys. You can use a definition. The person writing that when you're reading, it might use a definition, a restatement with a synonym, which is a word that means the same exact thing, or an antonym, it'll give you the opposite. You might have to make an inference on what the word means, or there might be based on the punctuation, it might actually define it in the sentence. So a quick example. Definition, it was an idyllic day, sunny and warm, a perfect day for a walk in the park. So it's saying that it's an idyllic day. Obviously, it's a wonderful day outside. So restatement, they're going to say it again. The annual bazaar is scheduled for the last day of school. It's always a fun festival. So you can figure out that bazaar is a festival. So using the context clues, what's in the sentence, you can figure out what the word means. They might give you the antonym, that's the contrast. This painting of the landscape is picturesque, while the one of the old house is just plain ugly. You can figure out that picturesque is the opposite of ugly. The feral cat would not let us pet him, unlike our friendly cat. So you can tell that those are the antonyms. You might have to make an inference. The haberdashery was Lou's favorite place. He loved shopping for nice suits. So you can figure out a haberdashery must sell nice suits. So you're using the words that are used around that word that you don't know to be able to figure out the word. Last one, sometimes we'll include a definition. So just like the one up here, idyllic day, sunny and warm, Mary retained, she kept the deed to her mother's house. So then they'll actually put the definition or the word in the sentence. That's the end of my lovely presentation. What you guys are going to do now is watch Mr. Coombs' video that's going to be attached with the link. And then you're going to complete the context clues for vocabulary. Once you're done with that, while you guys are working on the vocabulary, I will be walking around to hand out the context clue common lit worksheet with our 10 vocabulary words. We're not looking up the definitions today. What we are going to do is under the My Answer section, write down what you think the word means based on the sentence and the picture that's there. If you have any questions, you know where to find me.